Hey YouTube, and yes, it's me. Don't adjust your sets. It is MicroBox of X. I am back. I know it's been a long time since I did a video. It was before me and the guys went to EGX. I was meant to come back with a big video for EGX and everything that we'd done, but luckily, Bo and the Welsh Gamer had done all that and covered it all on his channel. Lot of shit happening for me in the background, stuff that I hope that you guys, if you've got families, will never ever have to go through the shit that me and my family have been through over the last sort of 4 months, 3 months. I don't really want to go into details, but there's a lot of shit, and I hope you guys out there that have got families and kids never have to go through anything like what we've been through the last few months, and we'll continue to go on in 2019. This isn't all finished and done with. There are things still going on, and this will go on well into 2019. But I've missed doing YouTube. I've missed mixing with the guys. I've missed all the socialisation of this. So I've made a point of making sure I was in a place to come back and to do videos again, because I do enjoy doing them, and I love doing the Micropod and the Dragon X podcasts, and I enjoyed doing the podcast with Boom. And I intend to do some stuff with Wingy Gaming this year as well. I see that he's on the same path as I am. He's had a lot going on with his channels and with his boxing, which has gone on fantastically for him. His boxing has really taken off, but he's going to come back now as well, and I want to try and do a little bit more with Wingy as well. Big fan of his stuff. So yeah, here I am, and here I am. Off the back of what has been a fantastic year for gaming. In my opinion, 2018 was a fantastic year for games. We will be back with the Micropod this Saturday, this coming Saturday. I need to double check the date, but that's not today, because it's Saturday today, aren't we? Yeah, but next week we'll be back with the Micropod for the 2018 game review, and we want to look back at the games that we've been playing and what we've been enjoying and what we feel are our games of 2018. And there were so many of them, and the gaming is really what's kept me going. It's been fantastic. We ended up on a year, the last few months of 2018, and we had some fantastic games drop, and we didn't have these 5-minute wonder games, the sort of games that you get and you play for sort of 7-8 hours and they're completed. I mean, we come off the back of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which I've started before Christmas and I'm still playing now. Red Dead Redemption 2, which I absolutely loved that game. I finished the campaign for that game. There's some hours piled into that game. So, just those two games alone have kept me extremely busy. But we also had Shadow of the Tomb Raider drop. We had Battlefield 5, Forza Horizons 4. Still have, Sea of Thieves to get into and really get on with that game. And more games are dropping, and they are just fantastic. And all these people that come out and say we've got no games, blah blah blah, they are talking shit. But we do seem to be, and this may not be a popular term to some people, but for me it just sums it up. We are in what is, I've been seeing this. I may not have been here doing videos, but I've still been watching Twitter. I've still been watching Facebook, and we are in Trump gen as far as I'm concerned. We just seem to be in this generation where all we do is, we don't actually do what we're supposed to be doing, which is gaming. We'd rather be on Twitter and social media, trolling people and complaining and doing things that takes us away from the gaming itself. And we just seem to be this bunch of moaners. Not everybody, obviously, but you see it all the time, certainly on Twitter. It's just incredible, and I stick by it. It is Trump gen. Just all these people that like to attack me because I'm an Xbox gamer on Twitter, and I just find it bizarre. I mean, I will ignore things said on Twitter, but I've seen conversations going on for over 24 hours. People have been coming back and commenting and replying. The same people for 24 hours arguing about the same thing to do with the fact that their console, in this in this example, PlayStation of course, is a better system, and it got better games, blah blah blah, and they got more games coming out in 2019. You know, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't make my gaming any more enjoyable just because they've got certain games on their system that I haven't got on mine. I chose my console because it's got the games I want to play. You know, I like the AAA exclusives that are on the Xbox, and that's why I'm an Xbox gamer. So I don't need somebody trolling me for 24 hours on Twitter because they believe they've got the better system. They believe they've got the better system, but instead of playing on their system, they're trolling me for 24 hours. So how are they a gamer? Really, really, how are they gamers? And as I say, we've got this sort of Trump gen where people like to sort of get on social media and tweet about how great they are and how good they are and how big and great their system is, and their system sold so many more, but they're not actually doing anything about the game, and they're not gaming, they're just complaining and arguing, and it's not just that as well. I mean, we seem to be in an era of where gamers have this entitlement. They feel that they're entitled to things. It's a real sort of entitlement mentality, and we've seen this with games like, most recently, Alien Blackout. People are going pear-shaped and peak-tongued about Alien Blackout because it's a mobile game. You know, why do you feel that you've got this sort of entitlement that it's going to be out on your console? You know, these game developers, they can make games for other things as well. They don't have to make, you know, console games or PC games. They can go off and do other things, and at the end of the day, they need to make money, they need to make profit. And the mobile gaming, as much as I detest it, and as much as it's not for me, is extremely popular, and there's a lot of money to be made from mobile games, and we've seen that with shit like Candy Crush. You know, the money that those games generate is just colossal, and for a gaming developer to ignore that, it's just stupid. It's just absolutely stupid. Again, you know, we've had the Alien Blackout. What about the Diablo Fallout that I saw whilst I was away? What was that all about? People standing up in front of the developers who are all excited about this game that they're bringing out for people to be able to play whilst they're out and about on their phones, on their mobile devices, and they basically turned around to them and said, you know, are you having us on? This is a load of shit. They're saying this to these developers, and you know, what gives us this entitlement that makes us feel that, you know, they should be constantly 100% concentrating on us? You know, they are a business, they're there to make money, and, you know, to ignore the mobile market, as much as I detest it, is just madness for, you know, game developers. They've got to get on board with all these other devices, and that's just the way it is. And you know, I just find it really bizarre that this generation we have become a more about moaning and trolling and slagging each other off than actually, you know, gaming, which is what we are supposed to be, gamers. And it doesn't interest me. I'm not going to get into an argument with anybody on my YouTube channel or on Facebook or on Twitter. If you want to bang your chest and tell me how great your system is and how many, you know, more exclusives is on your, that's up to you, but I'm not going to listen, and I'm certainly not going to get baited into a debate with you. I mean, I had one guy offer me an Amazon voucher bet for $60, I think, if more AAA exclusive dropped on the PlayStation 4 this year than the Xbox One. I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna take up a bet with some drip who thinks he can offer me a $60 bet that his system has more exclusives. I couldn't give a fuck. It ain't gonna make any difference or change my gaming, and it's not gonna make my gaming any less enjoyable. But you know, what the hell? I just don't get it. I was just gonna bet next door that their fence blows down before mine does. I mean, it's just dribble, absolute dribble. I do not give a shit about other people's systems and what's going on them. And I've just seen this so much over the last 2 or 3 months, I'd say, where I've not really been out there putting my stuff out, but I've been watching all of this stuff going on social media and on YouTube. I haven't been out watching as much YouTube as I'd have liked, but I've been watching bits. And it's the same with movies as well. We seem to be this generation of just fucking moaning. You know, a movie comes out. I mean, I went out yesterday and I watched the new Stan and Ollie film. I thought it was fantastic. And I posted on the Lauren and Hardy forum about how much I enjoyed the film, and I thought they did a fantastic job. And then somebody come on there and compared it to going and watching an Elvis impersonator. Why are you bothering to go and watch that film? It's no different to going to see an Elvis impersonator. Some people like going to see Elvis impersonators. I don't. I don't like Elvis, but some people do. So why do people feel that they have this need to come on and say, oh, well, watching that film is like watching an Elvis impersonator? Is it? Fuck. You know, so what you're saying is you're ruling out any factual, biographical or historical movie that gives us anything from the past because it's somebody else pretending to be somebody. What sort of mentality are we living in where people have this issue and this mentality? Yeah, I just find it bizarre. I just really find it bizarre. And this is something I'm going to be raising during the 2018 review with the guys on Saturday, because I just really don't understand what's happened since this generation, and it's got gradually worse since the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 launched all those years back now, and it's just going on, and it's getting worse and worse, and we are just turning into a world of fucking moaning, griping bastards that just sort of you know, love telling other people our opinions. If we enjoy if somebody's enjoying something, we've got to go and shit on their prey. We've got to go and fucking badmouth it or just make it bad. And this is, as I said, I mean, it's the same with movies, and it's been happening with the DC movies. And as great as Aquaman is, it's still getting shit, and even though it's making loads of money. And it just seems to be the generation we are now. And I think social media has got a lot to answer for. But I will stick with it. It's Trump gen. It is definitely Trump gen. Everything is social media, just like our friend over the pond, Donald Trump, at the moment, who seems to be banging his chest and beating himself because he wants his $5 billion to build a fence, and that completely bewilders me as well, watching all that happening over in America at the moment. We are no better over here at the moment with Brexit. Sick of fucking hearing about Brexit. I really am. Why the politicians just can't get their fucking act together and get the deal done, instead of trying to beat their own sort of fucking political agenda and block everything. We just need to get on as a country, because there's more important things that we need to be looking at in this country, other than fucking Brexit. There's more important things that we need to be picking up on. Brexit needs to be done, dusted, and we need to move on. And Donald Trump, those 800,000 people are not going to be fucking voting for you next time round if you don't start sorting your act together and paying those poor bastards, because there's only so far people will go without being paid, you know, when they want to pay their mortgages. Anyway, this has got into politics and all sorts now, so it's been a while since I've been around, so I've got a lot to say. So I better leave it at that, I think. Thanks to everybody that's checked out the video. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't seen the channel before, please drop a like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below, as long as it's not a trolling, hateful comment. I will always reply back, so yeah, make sure you do. Anyway, that's me. That's my first video of 2019. It's great to be back. More will be coming. Thank you so much for sticking with me through all these years. There always seems to be something in MicroBox of X's life going on that stops him from doing comments and videos and whatever, but I'm back. The MicroPod is back on Saturday with the guys, so make sure you check it out. Should be normal time, 8 PM British Standard Time, next Saturday. That's it, guys. Thank you very much for listening to me waffle on for the last 15 minutes nearly. I do appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.